Hey everyone, so I just came back from private MMA training. I mentioned I'm doing these lately and many of you asked me to film how it goes, so I did it. So just in a couple of seconds I'm gonna give you the footage of the training and I'm gonna narrate it, how it went. If you have some suggestions how to improve myself and the techniques I'm doing, or just any thoughts, let me know in the comments and I'll give you some of the comments of my own as the video goes. So let's go ahead to the training. So you may notice that this is the gym, the same gym that I did the Aikido versus MMA video, and I'm training with the coach of my quote-unquote opponent, Hadas. A really great coach, has a lot of experience, many years of training. Here we are training, so I have to wait out for a strike. Whenever he strikes, I shoot for the legs, I take him down, then I push the arm to the chest, raise up one knee and start hitting him. Eventually, when he opens up, I block the leg, I go around, and if he blocks me, I go around again. I'm really loving these drills because my coach is not just making it technical, but we're doing it in a live manner. He gives me live resistance, obviously not too hard, but we're not just doing dry techniques, but I'm getting some pressure and I have to improvise. So it's really fun. I'm really enjoying these types of trainings. Here, my coach goes, shoots for the legs, and I have to sprawl. As he goes into a turtle, I block his legs so he wouldn't go around. I start hitting him in the head and the liver. Eventually, he takes my arm out. Then I go to the side control. That's kind of the next build-up. Then we add more live movements, so I would get used to more pressure. Obviously, he's taking it easy. This is just the fourth training we're doing together. I did a bit of MMA before, but I'm still very much a newbie at this. So there's some progress, but of course I need to do a lot of work. So here, I think we're going to start by adding even more live drilling. So now we're connecting all these exercises, and it's great because my coach is not telling me, okay, now I'm going to do this and now I'm going to do that. This was the surprise. So I had to really adapt myself and really get used to that kind of bringing everything together, which I feel is a really great type of training. So we're doing the same here. As I go to the side control, he goes in, he pulls me into the card, and then I need to grab his arm, push the arm, and do some strikes, go around, and if he blocks me, then I go around trying to keep my distance, trying to be as close as I can. So this was a very fun moment. Let's look at it again in slow motion. I wasn't expecting this. I think my coach wasn't expecting me to fall that hard. But if you look at this, bam! That was fun. But I thought it's a great moment. I appreciate it because anyone can do that to me. So that was a good experience. So we're moving again more in a live way. He started to grab my leg, and in the beginning I kind of panicked. I thought, okay, I failed, and I would stop, and then he would show, okay, then he goes through. But then, then he just just bashes me and arm breaks me. But then he explained to me that actually I don't need to give myself up, that I need to fight for that leg, and this was a great lesson for me because I normally think it's like either it works or it doesn't work, but that understanding that it won't necessarily work straight away, that I can still fight through it and sprawl out of it, that was a great lesson for me both physically and mentally. So I think we're going to do the same here. And yes, he grabs my arm and he says, okay, keep sprawling, and I did sprawl out. And yeah, so that was a great lesson. Everything slowly keeps on coming more together. I really feel great that the private trainings are here. I learned so much more than I learned in regular classes. And even here, my coach showed that I can take his back from here just by hooking in my legs, bring him on the back. And so it's a whole mix of grappling and striking. So really loving it. Okay, so the next part, we are moving on to the pad work. So connecting just a couple of strikes, a kick with my left leg. Actually, my left leg is, interesting enough, it's more powerful. I have some ideas why, but anyway, so then I go into his legs, also my right. I injured my right leg, just have a big bleeding spot there, so I couldn't kick so much. So adding some more strikes, hooks. I was told that I was open up too wide, so I had to narrow them down. Then eventually just learning to push away as I do some knees to push away, then adding eventually the shoot, the double leg takedown. Yeah, so just connecting everything. Obviously, this is the end of the training, so I'm a bit exhausted, but still really going in. And this is the first time I did this exercise, so I had to keep on hitting the pads, stand up. The mistake I did, I wasn't keeping my coach so much on the ground. I wasn't following so much, so eventually he's gonna roll out of it and stand up. So I had to fix that. Also, I wasn't swinging enough. I wasn't bringing the arm enough. So plenty of lessons there to learn. So I'm going to repeat that here, and this time I'm going to try to stick more closer, try to get some more swings into it. And yeah, so I'm trying to hold him. And eventually we go out of the camera, but I managed, obviously with light resistance, because he would kill me if he would want to. But I managed to hold him. Eventually, yeah, so there we go to some shadowboxing. My main mistake, which my coach will point out, this comes from my background in some traditional martial arts and false training. So that I'm holding my arms stiff, I'm not letting them out, and I'm kind of extending my arms. And so I had to learn, I'm still learning to really let go my arms. Also, my kick is pretty terrible. I'm still learning to kick. I'm stopping it here. But so yeah, so I'm learning to have a lighter arm, so more relaxed, to be more relaxed, adding everything together. It's coming together, but clearly I feel I'm still lacking the technique. I'm still lacking the relaxation. I also feel sometimes I'm just bringing that leg behind. Obviously I'm tired, so it's hard in this training to hold my technique. Eventually we go to the last part where my coach just told me to do light, really relaxed movement with the arms, probably that I would just relax. And here we end with some shrimping. How can you train without shrimping? So that's the end of my training. That was the hour training. I lost a bunch of footage because the camera was standing still. This was just a part of it. Planning to do a bunch of these, and also I mentioned that I have this big plan where I will actually need your help. I'll just use the chance and just tell it to you. So actually, I'm planning to SBG Ireland, where Conor McGregor trains. John Canova is the head coach, where Matt Thornton is going to actually visit. So I learned some details that I could go there, live in Ireland for a month, and do as much training as I can. So I'm still going to announce that officially, and I will try to manage as much as finance as I can, but I'll definitely need some financing. I'll definitely need some help, so I'm going to do a crowdfunding. And hopefully you guys will be up there for me to help me out, at least a little bit. But I'm going to tell you more about that as time comes. Right now I'm going to focus on the private trainings, cardio, strength training, technical training, and yeah, we're going to become better step by step. So again, let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know what mistakes I did, what else I can add, how can I train better. I'm always really appreciative for your comments. I really enjoyed the comments in the last video where I did the training at home. So much good information I received today. I'm still going to reply to it just in a moment, but thank you for all the information. I really benefit from it, and I'm sure we'll connect in this video as well. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the virtual mat again soon.